Hi, I'm Tami Clabo, and I just want to share some ways that I've seen God work in my life, and He's done so in some amazing ways. I was born with a hole in my heart, and at the age of 4, I had open heart surgery. From then until 2006, I led a very uneventful life, didn't have any complications, but in 2006 I started feeling not like I should, and so I decided it was time to go back to the doctor, and I was going a little bit early because I did go every year. At that point, they determined that I needed to have a valve replacement, and they sent me to Duke. Upon arriving, within 5 days, I had open heart surgery, and they replaced my aortic valve. I didn't quite know what was ahead. I knew that they mentioned the T word, and I didn't quite know what the T word was, so I asked what it was, and they said transplant. In 2008, I heard the words that I'd prayed I'd never hear, and that was that it was time to be put on a transplant list. I did a week's worth of testing at Duke. Everything was all a go, and on the very last day, they determined that I had tested positive to hepatitis C. Having no symptoms, I was shocked, to be honest. They determined that I probably got it from my first heart surgery in 1967 when I received a blood transfusion. This made me no longer a candidate to be on the transplant list. My family and I were very scared, knowing that I needed a heart transplant, but yet now it wasn't an option. I returned to Florence, and at that point started seeing a doctor who could treat my hepatitis C. I started the treatments. The treatments are very similar to chemo, and I started with a virus of over 5 million in my body, and after only 8 weeks, it had been reduced to less than 50 undetectable. So basically it's gone, which is truly a miracle, and I'm so blessed because this too will give me opportunities, we hope, in order for me to possibly get put on the transplant list at some point. I had to finish the full treatment for me, which was 24 weeks, and I just finished that in the last couple of weeks. So in the next couple of weeks I'll be heading back to Duke to see what my new options might be, and it is possible that having gotten rid of the virus, that I will be allowed and be able to get on a transplant list. The Lord has given me a peace and a joy as I face life's storms, and I just pray that as you face your storms in your life, whatever they might be, that you too will learn to trust Him, because He will be faithful no matter what. You know, none of us are guaranteed tomorrow, so we need to make the most of every day, and I just pray that as you look to your future, that you too will trust the Lord in all situations, because He will be faithful and He will give you a peace and a joy.